Let me just show you really quick how to analyze it again. So so we have multiple groups. So in case our experimental design, we have males and females. We have chow and high-fat diet. So we want to analyze both males and female together, and then also separately. So we use this graph pad. So graph pad is going to look like, once you open the graph pad, this is how it will look like. So you select this third option, and then you click create, and then just delete the notes because we don't need it. So here you see that this is controlled and treated. For our case, it's going to be chow, and treated is going to be high-fat diet. You don't need this. You can delete it, or you can put days in case if you want. It doesn't really matter. Then basically it has only two subjects here, or two rats or two animals, whatever. You can add more. So for example, if you want to add 6, you can add 6 and then hit OK. So you see that it created for a room for 6 animals. So let's say you want to copy paste. So you copy from the data. You see that I copy it here. So you copies, and then you go there and you say right click, transpose paste. You see this, and then you go for another group. You just, let's say this is the second group, copy, and you go there, transpose paste. So now you have labeled everything, you've arranged the data. Then you go to this tab called analysis tab, and you choose this two-way ANOVA or mixed model. Our case is mixed model, and then you select 2 groups. If you have multiple groups, you just select whatever you need to analyze. So in case we have just chow and high-fat diet, hit OK. Here you have to select a few things. Remember, I'll show you where that diet was coming from. So you see that each column represents different time points. But in our case, we have arranged data this way because this is day 1, 2, 3, 4. So you select this. So now it has corrected that this is time 1, 2, 3, 4. We care about interaction effect, so you select yes. It says assumes sphericity, so simply select no. If you know that there is equal variability, then you don't need to correct it, but just assume that there is none. And then repeated measure, so R1 is mixed model, so mixed model enough. And then you go to factor name. So now this column factor, so column factor is this column. So what is the column denoting? These are different diets. So here you see right diet here. The factors that defines row, that is time. So that's okay. Number of match, subject okay. Multiple comparison. Here there are multiple ways you can analyze data differently following the main effect. Just select this third one option, and that is more than enough for what we really want to know, and then hit OK. So now it is analyzing. So you see that now it has analyzed. It says that there is main effect of time, there is main effect of diets, because those things are significant, but there's no interaction. So most of the time really need to know, at least in our design, that whether the diet had effect or not. So this is what you put there. And then also if you go there, if you look at this graph, it'll plot some graph. So you always look for summary data, and we always plot this line graph. See that line graph, and then you select standard error of mean, and then you hit OK. And then this is how the data is going to look. Make sure that you label it properly. This is days, this is the y-axis, and this is chow and high-fat diet. Change the color. You just clicked it, high-fat diet. Symbol, let's say if you want to change the color, you say green color, that's for high-fat diet. If you want to change line as well, say green color, where's this one? Okay, and then you hit apply. Always for all the legends, you say always select symbol only, because it looks very nice if we use symbol, and then hit OK. So now you see that this is high-fat diet, this is chow, and this is how you create graphs, analyze data. And so once you have to put the analysis, statistic analysis information on the graph, you go here and you select the line, you draw a line. Okay, and then see, if you open this, we had 2 star here. So what do you do? Simply you put 2 stars. that should go in the middle. You can change the font size, and then make sure that it is so this is how the graph should look like. I always do this, fit to the portrait page, then it will be basically that way, or fit the landscape page, how you want to do it. You can resize the graph to fill the page, so that will just show you a nice bigger graph so you can look at into it. So there are multiple things here, but make sure that this is nicely placed, that there's no error. Make sure that axes are labeled, and this is how the graph should look like.